Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, let me take off my glasses. So today's video, I wanted to do a glowy summer makeup tutorial. Get ready with me. So I have already done like my base products. It's just the usual products I always use. My Juno Comb Moonshine Miracle Green. I use my this little mini I got from e.l.f. of the Holy Hydration Cream. It's the eye cream. I use that under my eyes just to moisturize before putting concealer on. I think the most important part for a glowy base is to go in with like some type of glowy product on top. So I use my Glossier Future Dew. Y'all know I love this, but I feel like this isn't like any other type of glowy base product. You know, you have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter you could use to get the glow to your face, or Auric has the Glow Lust, which I have both of those products, but none of them, this gives me the glow, but it also like smooths out. So if you have like texture or anything like that on your face, I feel like this really like smooths out the texture on your face, plus it gives you the glow. So this is probably my favorite base product. I did find a while back at TJ Maxx and Marshalls the Laneige. Laneige has a glowy makeup serum. It is this one. I don't think they make it anymore. I think it's been discontinued. But this is the glowy makeup serum from Laneige. And I do feel like it does similar to what the Glossier Future Dew does. Because this definitely smoothed out any texture I had like around in this area. Which I do have most of my texture like right in here. And it just makes, my foundation did sit really good over top of that too. So if you find this in like a TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I would recommend you getting it. Because it is a great option for the Glossier Future Dew. But on top of that, there is a drugstore version. I haven't tested mine out yet. I need to test it. Maybe I'll do one of my next videos of Get Ready With Me. I'll test it. I have these Milani Glow Drops. It's a radiance boosting serum also. I still haven't tested these out though. But it literally looks, it says it's a radiance boosting serum that hydrates to reveal naturally lit from within skin. It's the same color and everything as the Glossier Future Dew. So I'm literally wondering if these are dupes of each other. But I will have to try these out. I've heard people rave about these. So I would say that these would probably be a good thing too from the drugstore. If you're going more for the cheaper side. Because let's be honest, who isn't going for the cheaper side today when prices are going up everywhere, especially gas. So here's the drugstore version of it. If you're looking for that, I think I got mine at Ulta. But I do believe I've seen these in other stores too. Maybe Walmart. Maybe CVS or Walgreens, like the drugstores might have them too. But I did get mine at Ulta. But yeah, I went in with that. And then the foundation I end up using is just this little baby sample I have of my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This just looks really good on your skin. It looks like your skin. It's undetectable. Like, I can look up close and it doesn't look like I have foundation on with this. I really love it. And this little sample I got, I think it was from BuzzFeed or something like that. It's one of these places like Influencer, where you can sign up and you do reviews and stuff, and they go based on how many followers you have on BuzzFeed. I think it's how many followers you have on Instagram and Facebook. And then they'll send you samples to try based on that, of whether they choose you or not. And that's how I got this sample. Mine's in the shade Light 2 Mont Blanc. I was hoping that when this came that it would be a full size, but it ended up being like this little baby sample. But I'm so glad they sent it to me though, because once this sample is gone, I probably will end up purchasing a full size of this, just because I do really love how this looks on my skin. But you know I'm here with the drugstore versions, right? So if you want something cheaper that's still gonna give you kind of that glow, I really like Milani, I think it is. has a glowy, I don't have it, but Milani, I know people really like it. Milani's Glow, and it says Glow on the package. I think it's like a tinted moisturizer, a BB cream or a CC cream. But from the ones that I have, I like the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. I think this does like a really good job of giving you light to medium coverage. It's literally undetectable in the skin. And it still gives you a little bit of glow. Also, I know a lot of people don't like it, but the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, this is more medium to full coverage, but it does keep my skin looking glowy too when I use it. But those are so far the drugstore options that I have for you, because I think the other ones, I do have the Wet n Wild the hydrating photo focus foundation. That one does a really good job too of giving you more of a glowier look. But enough with that. My concealer is the same concealer that I've been using, my hydrating camo concealer, which is in the shade Fair Beige. It's literally hanging on with its last life. But I also have been loving the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. This is so good. It gives really good coverage, but it still looks natural and almost a little bit glowy under your eyes. So I think that's great for like a hydrating concealer that looks glowy. So now that we've gotten that all out of the way, I'm gonna go in with my my bronzer that I decided to go with today. I went shopping through all my cream products, so I shot my own stash for this, and I was torn on what to use, but I went with something I haven't used in a while. So I'm gonna go in with my Fenty. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the shade 02 Butter Biscuit. Looks like that. So I thought I would go with my Fenty because I haven't used my Fenty in quite some time. So, and now that summer's coming, I'm going to be using more. But I almost went in with my Tire 28 Bronzino. Probably the next Get Ready With Me Shot Mustache look I do, maybe I'll do a summer makeup shot mustache. And we'll do another one of these looks, and I'll use that one because I didn't think I was going to like it, and I ended up really loving it. I thought I might have gotten a shade that was like too light for my skin tone because it looks like a straight up gold highlighter, but it ended up working out on me pretty good. So I love this. I really love this one. There's people that don't care that much for this bronzer, but I really love it. And I like using my, and I didn't even tell you, I like using my e.l.f. stipple brush for this. This is just the Jelly Pop one, but they do have one in there. I don't even know if they have them anymore, honestly. I think they might have done away with them. It is the e.l.f. Airbrush Stipple. That's what it is. They have it in their own makeup line, but it's called the Airbrush Stipple, which I love personally. The e.l.f. stipple brush, it just does so good with cream products to me. And I did forget to tell you, I did just set my under eyes with my my Pat McGrath under eye setting powder that I've been using since I've used up my e.l.f. Cosmetics little under eye setting powder I had. I ended up going in with that one now. So now I have my bronzer all done. I think it looks really good. And I'm going to go in. I need to use this up anyways. This is my AOA, and I guess it's still good. This AOA Studio Sculpt FX. It's a contour stick. And it is a true contour stick. I'm going to go draw it along my jawline to kind of contour. It is a true contour stick. This one is like straight up gray. So I went in with that just to do a little contouring around my chin because I don't like to use I don't like to use bronzer down there. And then I just stuck a little bit just on like the hollows on my cheeks to add more of a shadow there. Contour a little bit. I do like that. That's like literally the only thing I've kept from everything I've gotten from Shop Miss A is this little AOA Studio Sculpt FX contour stick. It was just $1, but it does work really good. And they do have it in like different shades. You don't really get like a whole lot of product. That's literally all the product you get, but it does work really good. And I've been loving that. The blush I decided to go with today is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick Blush in the shade Peach Bones. Here it is. Now this shade was going viral on TikTok for a while, saying that it is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Peachgasm. So I'm just gonna draw some of this on my cheek where I would put blush. And then I'm gonna blend it out with my airbrush stipple brush from ELF. That is gorgeous. I really like that. Oh, I really like that. Wow. I can't tell you if it's a dupe for that, but I can tell you that I love it. I'm gonna stick just a little bit on my nose. I like a little blushy nose moment, so we're gonna stick a little bit there just for me to blend around. I really like that. It looks really pretty. It's just like a subtle glow, and honestly, I probably don't need highlighter after doing that. But you know I'm gonna still use highlighter, right? Y'all know me by now. So the highlighter I'm using, which I think is supposed to be just like a glowy base, kind of like the Hollywood Flawless filter or the Auric Glow Lust. This is from ColourPop. It's the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Illuminator. I have mine in the shade Soft Ivory. I tried using this one day as like a highlighter on my cheeks, and I remember it being pretty good. So I'm just gonna pump out the tiniest little pump and just use my finger to blend it out on my cheek as like a creamy highlight. And I figured if this one isn't enough for me, I do have my Ritual to Fill. This is a creamy highlight. This is in the shade Fawn. I might use just a little bit of it too, just to be a little bit extra. But it looks like this, and it is like, you can see it has like a pinky shift to it. So I might go in with a little bit of that also on top. Got a little bit too much on this hand. The pump got stuck. And then I just wanted to, the pump got a little stuck on it and it just squirted out everywhere. So that was fun. It does like a really pretty glow. I don't even know if they still have this product from ColourPop. But this, I just like to squirt a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'll just take it and put it on my face. I don't think it disrupts my foundation too much. I do like it for like a subtle glow. I'm gonna have to try using this as like a base product too one time to see if it'll work as like a glowy base. So I feel like that's what it's supposed to be used for. I just have never tried using it for that. And I'm going to go in just a touch with my Ritual to Fill one. And I'm going to use my finger on that too. But I'm just going to dot it like on the top of my cheeks. Just for a little extra because, you know, I'm extra. And it's like really pink. We're probably going to use a pinky look today. So I don't know if you can see that. I probably should have zoomed you in. I'm sorry. I'll zoom you in a little bit more because we're going to get ready to go to eye look now. I didn't even tell you what eyeshadow palette we're going to use. I'm going in with the Violet Voss Flamingo eyeshadow palette. I had this on sale I think last year. And I said I was going to do a look with it. Never did. But this is literally the most summery palette in my collection. How freaking stunning is this color story? I don't think I have anything more summery than this, honestly. Part of me wants to go with these bluey greens, and even though I did total pink look on my face, maybe I will, and I'll go with pink under my eyes to kind of tie it all in. First, I need to stick on my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. Mine's in the shade White. Now that I have my eye primer on, I think I'm going to go in first with this shade Oceanfront, which is this shade here. Oh no. Oh no. I knew I heard something climbing around in there. Tried to use my lash glue to glue that shadow back, and it just toppled out on me. And that was the shade Tidal Wave that came out on me. I thought I heard something rattling around in there when I was like picking up the palette. Anyway, let's go in with the shade Oceanfront, which is just like a really like pastel blue. Putting in my crease. I don't know if it's going to do too much, but we're going to try to put it in our crease. Pack it on as much as we can. It is really pretty, but it is really light. This would definitely look like, maybe I should do a halo eye. Now that I'm seeing it, because really all I have is like this and then two deeper shades, so I might do a halo eye. I haven't done a halo eye in a long time. I think I might do that. That's probably going to be the best bet, since I want to do blues. And I have to probably take this off once I'm done filming, pretty much, because we want to go to the pool later today when my son gets out of school. So I'm definitely going to take this off before I go pick him up from school, because the pool opens at 4 o'clock. My husband said he would probably be here when I came back from picking him up from school. We're already talking about going to the pool. I just bought him some water shoes, because the last time we were at the pool, he cut his foot on the rough bottom out. The concrete goes like a little rough outside of our pool. He cut his poor little foot on it. I felt so bad for him. It was bleeding everywhere. Thank God. My husband, he's a lot like my dad. He has like an emergency kit with him. So he had band-aids in the cooler. He's like, you never know when you're going to need it. And he's right. You never know when you're going to need something like that. Try to be more careful this time. Hopefully that shade won't fall out. I'm going to go into the shade Flip Flops here. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner and outer corner just to deepen it up. Since we're going in for the halo eye today. This is more of like a greeny blue look. So I've never used Violet Voss eyeshadows before. You'll have to let me know if you have this palette, if you've used Violet Voss shadows before. This is my first experience with them, so we'll see how it is. I bought this palette, like I said, I bought this palette last year. And then I never end up using it to make a look for the summertime. The summertime was over by the time I got around to doing like a look with it. There is a black in this palette, and I might take just a touch of it to deepen up this look just a little bit more. I think under my eyes I'm going to go in with pink, like I said, just to match like the other look. The pink on my cheeks and like where I put highlighter and stuff on my cheeks. I wanted to match that too. I'm gonna go in with not the first brush I used, but a little bit bigger brush than what I was just using for the outer corner shade. This is mine for 14, and I'm going back in that previous Oceanfront shade that I was using. I'm just gonna take it over top to blend out the edges. I'm going back with this brush that I was using. I'm going to take just one tap of the black I'm just going to use it here on the outer corner. I ended up going back in with the blue also. I wanted to make a little bit deeper, just in the outermost portion. Just going in one more time with the previous brush and blending out the edges. That looks really pretty. Now I'm going to go in my glitter glue and put it in the center of my lids. I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to go in the center of my lid with this shade Surf. And then I'm going to do out the edges with this shade right here, which is called Tidal Wave. Just to blend out like the edges into my look. Let's first go with Surf. So I feel like Surf's going to be like the brightest option. I think I was right on that assumption. Upon looking at it now. That was a good assumption. And now I'm going to go into this Tidal Wave and take some of it. I'm just going to use it to blend out like the edges. It's going to help it mesh into my eye look a little bit better. And I love that. So beautiful. I'm going to go on my other eye and do the same thing. Then I'll probably take a little bit more of the green to blend out the edges too. And then we'll go with our lower lash line. I'm going to take that smaller brush I was using. I'm going to go back into the shade Beach Ball. Just take a little bit more here and a little bit more in my outer corner, just to blend the shimmer into the outer corner shade. I'm gonna go in with my rougher shader brush. It's the number 2, and I think I'm gonna go under my eye with Watermelon, which is the deepest look. And then I might blend it out with Coral, which is the lighter pink in the palette. I wasn't intentionally going for a watermelon look, but you know, best laid intentions. It looks like a watermelon look with me doing pink under my eye too. I'm gonna go in with this is my Sigma shader brush. It's just bigger and fluffier, and it does great for blending out shadows under your eyes. And smoking it out, which is what I want to do here. And let me tell you, if you have fine lines under your eyes, it's best to just smoke out your shadows under your eyes, because then it just covers it up. Fine lines who? We don't know her. That looks good. So I'm just going to go back in and put a little bit of watermelon back just in the outer corner. Just a little bit. That looks so good. Okay. Let's do our inner corner and brow bone. I think for my inner corner, I think I'm going to try and do pink for my inner corner. So all we have is pink and gold, and I think pink's going to look the best. So I'm going to go into this shade here, Seashell. Which I think you've already seen. Yep, Seashell here. Which is the lightest pinky color in the palette. I'm going to take and put that in my inner corners. Maybe that looks good. I just had to build it up a little bit. But once built up, looks pretty good. And it's my brow bone too. I think I'm going to take just a little bit and put it in the center of my eyelid. I think that looks good. I'm like really loving this look I got going on right now. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera now and I'm gonna do my mascara and figure out what eyeliner I can stick in my waterline. And then I'll be back to show you whatever lip product I choose. I haven't chosen a lip product yet. I wanted to do my eye look first and then go with my lip product to match. So let me go do that and then I'll be right back and we can do the lips and I'll show you my final look. So I'm back. I put my mascara on. End up using this Marc Jacobs. It's the Highliner Matte Gel Crown in the shade Popular for my eyeliner. It ended up being the perfect shade of pink to match the pink that I went in with under my eyes. I'm loving this watermelon look that I got going on here. All I need is like some black seeds into the pink part and I would have a total watermelon look. I'm just not brave enough to do that. But anyway, the lipstick, I ended up going with a lip gloss today to go with this look. I'm going to use the lip gloss from the e.l.f. and Dunkin' collection, the Glaze for Days lip gloss. This is the pink shade, and it does actually give you a little bit of hot pink tint to your lips. So here is the look. Let me get in up close so you can see how cute did this look turn out. I'm loving my watermelon summer look here. I'm loving how it turned out. So I really did like this Vilos Flamingo palette. I would definitely recommend this if you can find it again. I don't know if they still have it out. I don't know if it's still on. I got it from Sephora last year when they had it on the sale section. So, yeah. I love how my look turned out. I got a cute watermelon-y look. It almost matches what's going on with the cover here. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel, especially if you want to see more summer looks, because I'm not done yet. I'm going to do another glowy makeup look because there's so much creams that I have in my collection that I do want to do some more get ready with me's this summer. So be on the lookout for those. And next to the subscribe button is the bell. You can ring that to be notified of all my future uploads. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, weekend, whenever it is you're watching this. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.